Hi everybody! Today's video is a video I'm very excited to film because it is a book I'm very excited to read. And that book is Powerless by Lord Roberts. I've seen this book everywhere. And as a girl who has just gotten into fantasy romance, if you will, this is a book that I feel like I have to read. I watched a few YouTubers talk about this book. I've seen a few people talk about it on Instagram, but since I decided to pick up this book, I've literally avoided reviews, videos of people talking about their thoughts on this book, so I could form my own opinions going into this book. We are going to start it today. I'm a little nervous because she's thick. She's quite thick. It's 500 pages. Oh my god. She's hefty. For me, at least. I do not read long books usually. I'm gonna go pick my tabs, pick some pens, and we will get started.
Hi friends, so today is Tuesday. It's been 2 days since I started reading this book. And we're not off to a good start in the sense that I haven't gotten very far. I'm only on page 53 of the book, which is like nothing in comparison to how huge this book is. But you know what? It's okay because I want to keep reading. That's why it's okay. I really wanted to finish the book this week, but I don't know if I will. I feel like I have a lot of things going on this week. Going to New York this weekend for my boyfriend's birthday. I'm working on my crochet business. I'm also making myself a sweater. I've also been just zoning out on Instagram. Sometimes I don't always have the mental capacity to read a lot right after work, especially on my long days of work where I end at 6:30. I don't want to be reading. Usually I'm sitting on my phone and then I'll read for like 10 minutes before I sleep. That's okay. It's just that that's usually why it takes me a little longer to read books. Most nights reading usually helps me like de-stress and like calm down and get ready for bed because I do love reading before bed, but other nights it just takes a lot of like willpower to think, especially for this book too. I know it's like still working on the world building whatever, but I feel like I've had to like reread several pages or like paragraphs to understand what was going on. And I do get like probably the more I read, everything will start to like make more sense, but right now there are like things I'm just like confused about on like how everything works. We've met Kai, which I think will be a character I will fall in love with. We figure out that I forget the term, but he kills ordinaries. And ordinaries are people who don't have any powers or special abilities. And we found out Peyton, I think that's how you say her name, is an ordinary. So I do know there's some romance that's gonna happen. I'm very excited to see how that will play out when that time comes, but I am really liking it. I just love this cover so much. Like, it's so beautiful. Anyways, we're gonna keep reading and I'll update y'all in a bit. I just lost my page. This is what I get for being extra for making these clips. I found it. I'm on page 156. All right. I think it's time for a check-in. Even though I'm only like still in the beginning chunk of the book, I'm loving this. I don't remember what I said in the last clip, but I am loving this so much. And I don't know if I talked about Kai, but I love him. Him and Peyton, like their banter is so funny and it's just so good. Chef's kiss. As of right now, I feel like this book really is giving Hunger Games, Divergent, and Shatter Me with the whole Kai and Peyton dynamic. I feel like it's kind of comparable to Juliet and Warner, who I love so much. If you didn't know, obviously I'm loving this. Obviously. I've already started looking up what the characters look like. And when I say characters, I mean Kai and Peyton. Miss Lauren Roberts keeps describing Peyton's silver hair, and I was like, you know what? I would love to like visualize what they look like. but I couldn't find much fan art. I found some like on the author's like Instagram and TikTok, or one of those. I went on Google too, but I don't even know if it's actually like specifically this like artwork for this book, or just like random artwork that Google had shown me. But I didn't want to look too much because I was nervous I was going to see spoilers for anything, so that's something we'll keep for the end. I just want a little visualization of what they look like. Kai is like testing me. I know I'm not in the book, but he's testing me a little bit. I love him though. Right now they're training for the, what is it called? The trials. They're training for the trials right now. And I just love seeing all the little fight scenes, whatever. Little fight scenes. I'm like talking about it as if it's like cutesy fight scenes. Like, no, they're kind of intense. Especially Peyton and Kai, when they fight each other, it's kind of intense. I feel like this might be a new favorite of mine. I know, like I said, I'm only like 25% in. I'm not even halfway. But I feel it. I feel the energy. I feel the vibes. And I hope it carries on for the rest of the book. So we shall keep reading. I'm currently on page 313, and this is getting so good. They finished up the first trial, and I like didn't know where it was gonna go after that, but something's happened with Pei, and I'm kind of shocked with the route she's taking right now, but we will see. I feel like, I don't know. I don't believe what's happening right now. I think she has something up her sleeve, but we shall see. I'm on page 391. I'm almost at 400 pages, and I just want to finish the book, honestly. I'm enjoying it so much. So much has happened, and it's so hard not to talk about because I don't want to put spoilers in this video, but oh my goodness. This is going crazy right now. Going crazy. And it's funny because, like, as you saw, like, last night, I was, like, reading, like, right before sleep. And I do tend to kind of, like, doze off while I'm reading. But I know if I'm falling asleep, like, I stop reading. And something happened. And then, like, I completely forgot about it. So then when something was said, I got so confused. I was like, wait, did I miss something? But then I remembered I forgot about it because I was falling asleep. I'm going to try to read the last 100 pages tonight. If not, probably tomorrow morning. This is giving me 5-star feels right now. I love Kai, and I love the trials. I thought like they're going to be a little more, no, they kind of are intense, but I thought they were going to be like way more intense for some reason. Maybe I'm just not visualizing it like to the extent that it should be. I think I'm like downplaying it in my head, but definitely like if this was like played out in a movie or a TV show, it'd be pretty intense actually. I'm like already planning in my head like buying the US version when it comes out on the 7th. I think it's the 7th. I don't know if I'm mixing it up with Iron Flame, but I think it comes out on the 7th. And the Barnes & Noble version has like pink flowers on it, which we love. I love Kai so much, and I love Pei, and I love like how his interactions are with Pei. Also, Kai's brother. Does he like Pei? Like, I don't know. Is there supposed to be like a love triangle situation going on in this? I don't know. Let me know. Is it giving like love triangle vibes to anyone else, or is it just me? But anyways, I love this book. Give longer books a chance. Why did I say it like an ad? I don't know. So today is the day that I'm going to be finishing Powerless. Yes, I wore purple to match the book. We're twins. I can't explain to you how much I love this book. Yes, it's taken me a while to get through it, but I kind of like it that way because I feel like I'm able to really enjoy the story more because I'm only reading a little bit at a time. 50 pages left. We're at the last trial, and it's getting really good. I noticed that like I was kind of flipping through the last 50 pages and I saw like all the chapters are like super short, so I'm like, it's gonna be fast paced, there's gonna be a lot going on, and I just want to read it and finish it. I just need to know what happens at the end. I'm so ready. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just finished it. So many emotions, so many feelings right now going through me. I have goosebumps. Like, what the heck? What? Where do I even start? Like, I don't even know where to start with this. Wow. That's crazy. I'm unwell, as you can see. That last 50 pages, I was right. It was crazy. It was fast paced. So much happening. Easy 5-star. 5 stars for Powerless. 5 stars for Lauren Roberts. 5 stars for Pei and Kai and Kit, and no stars for the King. But really though, like, what the heck just happened? Because I can't comprehend all of that. Like, I was reading so fast. But that ending was like kind of crazy. Like, yes, we could have guessed that knowing how things go and like these type of books, especially where the love interests are kind of rivals to each other. Like, I feel like that could have been guessed, but you know what? Like, it worked so well. I didn't really guess it, but like when I saw certain things happening, I'm like, okay, that honestly makes sense for the story. It really does. But it was still so good. Prepare to get sick of me because this is gonna become my new personality. When does the second book come out? We need to figure this out ASAP. July! The next book comes out in July. I'm sorry, I'm not even giving a review. I'm just shocked. Honestly, do I need to give a review? Like, this is like 5-star read. I love the characters. The storyline was so good. I felt like this book was like 3 books in one. But like not in a bad way. It was like just like, yes, it was long, but everything that happened in it, it was like fully fledged out, especially with the trials. I feel like those could have been like a little more, you know, like in detail, but I feel like we got enough that it added to like the plot, and we got to see the characters, you know, doing their thing. I do feel like there were a lot of characters that were included in the trials, but I feel like they were explained enough for us to understand like the differences between them and their powers. I'm so scared, y'all. I'm so scared. What is gonna happen? Ooh, there's an audio. I would love to listen to the audiobook of this as like a reread. I'm like already planning my reread. Does that tell you enough how I feel about this book? You need to read this. This book is hyped up for a reason. I'm also a person who just started reading fantasy romance, so I don't know much about the genre, but to me, this is really, really good. By the time you see this video, the book will be re-released already in the US. I love you, Lauren Roberts. I love you for this. I love you for this. Thank you for this. This was like the perfect mix of all the type of books that I like. Genuinely. If you're just getting into fantasy romance just like I am, if you like action, if you like the romance, if you like people having different magical powers, if you like suspense, I highly recommend this book. Like, I totally highly recommend this. At least give it a chance, you know? I feel like I was in love with it in the first like 10 pages. Thank you guys for listening to me, for watching me the past 2 weeks read this book. I loved it so much. This book is now my baby. I'm so happy I read this when I did. I usually when I buy a book, I like put it off for a little bit, but this was a book that like I got and I was like, immediately I need to read it right now. I'm literally gonna be in my fantasy romance era, so if you guys have any recommendations for me, please leave them down below. I'm looking at a bunch of different books to read. I would love to do like a reading vlog of like reading fantasy romance books, because I feel like this is a new genre that I'm gonna be completely in love with. Like, I already feel it. And it just feels so different from any of the other books I've read before. I think it's because of those fantasy elements. And I feel like the stakes are so much higher. Everything is more intense. And I love books like that. Thank you guys for tuning in to my reading vlog for Powerless. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If there are any other books you would love to see me, you know, vlog while I read, let me know. Let me know if you've read Powerless and what you thought about it. No spoilers in the comments, please, to make sure everyone has a good reading experience when they read this book. Thank you guys for watching again, and I'll see you guys in my next video.